Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Monday, the 27th of February, 2023. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. In that, I give mini reads for donations. We'd love to see you in there. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also on it there too. I get them out within 48 hours of you ordering them. So if it says it's not available, it's just not available for the day. Check back a day or so later, you'll be able to get something. Now, I've already got the cards out. Well, got the first card out anyway. But the cat is ripping around at the moment. She's having a wild half hour or whatever, and so I tried to let her out, but she knows she wants to be in here, and so it's going to get a bit exciting because she gets quite frolicky, you know when cats do that, and they just gotta like run around for a while. Well, she's doing that. The richness within is what we've got going on today, which is about abundance. It's about the resources that we've got inside of ourselves that are abundant, the skills that we have. We've got our time and our energy and our body and stuff like that, so we can trade our time and our energy, like getting a job for money. But there's a further richness within as well. Other things that we can trade for money too, like our ideas and our skills and things like that. So there's like higher and higher levels of this abundance that's within. And if we can find a way to share those skills, those talents, our gifts with the world in a big way, with as many people as possible, then that's when we get the real big abundance through. So something about that, something about work today, I think. Nature. It could have something to do with nature as well. This could be about something that you do, a skill or a talent that you haven't necessarily thought you could monetize or that it would be actually work. You might be able to do that. I mean, we can see that now, can't we? Especially with YouTube. There's certain things that we can do now and monetize it that you would never have done before. You could never do before the internet, So you can take an interest and monetize it now because of the internet. It could be something like that. So it could be something that you think is like, well, yeah, I've got this skill, but I can't get a job with that. You can't make money with that. Well, you might be able to. Brenda, do you want to go out, honey? I think she does, really. I think she wants to run around out there. But every time I go to try and let her out, she runs away. Communicate. Could be communicating yourself and what it is that you do. I'm going to let the cat out. Hang on. Communicating what you do. Yes, you can go out, sweetheart. Who you are, what you do, what you're capable of, what you could do for someone, or like in a YouTube video or something, your interests or what you are excited about, communicating that. Yeah. Could be opening the door, like wondering, like, universe, could I be doing this as work, this thing that I like? Could I be doing it as work? But 9 of Pentacles, which is about single independent, getting a win for yourself within your work and stuff like that. So a definite work focus today of like, how can I? And you're asking yourself, yes, you're asking yourself, but you're also asking the universe, like, show me a way to monetize this. Because it could be something that you'd like really love doing. It's like, how can I play with my tarot card? Because I used to do this for fun. People would come around to my house and I used to get my cards out and we'd play. And I found a way to monetize it. I found a way for me to play with my cards in exactly the same way as I did with my friends when they came around, and to make money out of it too. And there's always a way, especially so now. There's just so much more available to us now. You're providing some kind of value to other people through it. Yes. And I hope I am. Let me know in the comments below if I am. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is about a choice of what action to take. We have a judgment, a decision to make here. Call to do something, feeling a call to do something. What else? The Magician, manifesting that. Yes, I like these energies. Very, very worky, sole purpose, like I want to use this now. How can I do this kind of thing? 9 of Pentacles, because you want to get a personal win from it. Our skills, we're not put on this earth as like eternal servant for everyone else kind of thing. We have our skills for ourselves predominantly. It's for our own life experience and sharing that. Yeah, when you share when you share your skills, the things that you love doing, it's a joyful process, right? It's fun. I get out of bed really early to do this stuff, and I do it really early in the morning because it's fun to me. There's not a part of me that goes, "Oh, I don't want to do this. I wish I didn't have to go to work." Only if I'm like sick or something do I ever feel that. And that's what I'm getting from this Nine of Pentacles. It's like something that would make you get out of bed in the morning, a win for you, a personal win for you. There's got to be something personal in it, not just getting money for it, but something personal. Like it brings you joy. You really like doing it. Some of you, I'm just getting that some of you have been like selfless and thinking like, no, it's got to be like better for other people and not good for me kind of thing. No, it's got to be good for both. So the moon, it's got to feel right to you and feel good to you. Like notice your feelings and what you really want to do. Again, this Knight of Voices, like what will get you out of bed in the morning to do it, and because it feels so good. It feels so good. It'll get me out in the bed in the morning to do it. Honor your energy. Yes, it's time to honor your energy. So you're not just thinking about what would other people like from me? How can I help them? You're thinking, what would I really like to do? What would bring me joy? Two of Wands, and then you're making a decision based on that. Ooh, Lovers is about a decision too. The Chariot, rushing toward victory, and Queen of Emotions, you receiving. What beautiful cards together. Look at those colors. The Queen of Emotions is about you receiving and rushing toward that. So you're making a decision today of action to take, of like what you could receive from too. It's great. It's like you've finally got it, that you're allowed to be a bit selfish too. And that when you get that mix right and there's a balance of giving to other people and something that also gives to you too, that's the sweet spot there. That's where everyone's a winner, win-win situation. And it will really be successful. So you're making decisions today based on that. What's behind that is self-love, loving yourself now. You see, when people try to do it the other way around, if it's just like, no, I'm just a charity case, either way, like everyone's got to give to me because I'm no good. Or the other way around, it's like, no, I don't need anything for myself. I can just give to everyone else. Neither of those things are good. Neither of them will really grow to be a lot of anything great for anybody. But if you get that sweet spot of that balance, because you're adding that self-love into it, from a selfless place to adding the self-love in, which is kind of more selfish, to get to that balanced spot, it will be perfect. You're feeling the call of something, so it's a Judgment card. So it's like the universe is getting on board. Your higher self is saying, hey, don't you really want to be doing this thing? But you're feeling a bit trapped in that, your strengths. It's like I'm feeling a bit trapped though in my circumstances. I've got to keep on doing this thing that I'm doing for money or something like that. But I do want to be playing to my strengths, doing this thing that I really want to do, this skill that I've got, this talent that I've got. So you could be pulled in two directions today of you feeling the call of doing that thing, but you're like, I don't even know how. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. And I feel a bit trapped. It's a bit of a struggle. The letting go of this safety net that you've got. You can do it, but it's a bit of a struggle. The Magician card says you can manifest it, and you don't need to know the details about it. The Magician card is about using the resources that you've got, the resources that you've got right now. So some of you will be like, well, I want to do it, but I haven't got this and I haven't got that. But you don't focus on what you haven't got yet. You focus on all the resources that you do have yet, and you use them to manifest, right? So you can start where you're at, is what this is saying. Start where you're at. Don't deceive yourself about that. You can start where you're at. So self-deception is well, I can't do this because I don't have this thing. I can't do it because I don't have a super fancy camera. I can't make a YouTube channel because I don't have that yet. Well, pretty much everyone's got a phone. I'm recording this on a phone. I use my iPhone as a camera. It's really good. And I have got another camera, but I don't use it because I find that this is way better. You can pretty much start. You can start anything with what you've got. Just start. Just get going. Just do it. What's behind this? Don't deceive yourself. Ground yourself instead in what you have got. You've got all of these different elements, the same as the Magician card. The Pentacles, the Wands, the Cups, and the Swords. You've got that. You've got your intellect. You've got your passion, your fire, that thing that you're good at. You've got, your strengths. You've got that, what? That was Swords, and you've got Pentacles. You've got the money that you do have, the resources that you do have. You've got that stability within yourself. And the other one is, why is it so hard? The Cups in your heart. You've got it in your heart, the compassion, the feeling, the wanting to do it, the wanting to help people, you've got all of that. So they're the resources that you've got, and they're more precious than that thing that you don't, than the camera or whatever it is that you think you don't have. So no fooling yourself here. Ground yourself into what you do have. No excuses. Just do it. What about our love lives today? What's going on in our love lives? We do have the Lovers come out, so it could be a choice about lovers. It doesn't feel that way to me, though. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So your mind could be telling you, no, I can't do that thing. So a loved one could be going through this kind of an energy as well. You might not be going through this kind of energy. You might already be doing what you love. But a loved one could be going through this, and you could be witnessing that. And yes. Well, you're going through it. Clear your mind, and the rest will follow. If there's excuses and stuff, breathe through the tension. Yes, heading into the unknown can make you feel untense, a bit tense. Embrace the flow of life, going with the flow. Go with the flow. I'm asking about relationships, but it's really with these energies. It's really, connected with these energies. What about our love lives, though? Love lives, though. Open up. Open up for more. So some of you are like single and you're wanting a relationship, and you might apply these energies. It's like, well, but I'm really good in relationships. I'd be great in a relationship. And you might be asking for exactly what it is that you want. Someone is as good as relationship as you are, kind of thing. You might have been settling for less than that, believing, like bullshitting yourself here, believing that that isn't available to you, that if you're going to have a relationship, it's got to be with what's out there, and what's out there isn't very good. And so it might have you closing down instead of opening up. But if you open up your mind instead of what is possible, you need to, yes, own your self-worth in all of this. Own your self-worth. You deserve so much more. You deserve what's right for you. Some of you are telling yourself a story that it's not out there. What would make you really happy isn't out there, is a story that you're telling yourself, and so you're just not bothering. It's closing you up instead of opening up. Open up your mind first. Clear your mind, and the rest will follow. Differences. You might need to open up to someone who's different than you have been expecting, or that you have been on repeat, the kind of person that they've had on repeat. Pain, past pain, and attracting those that give you that same kind of pain. Jealousy. And so this is what you could have experienced, and you keep on attracting that same kind of thing in through believing in that there's no other option. Manipulation. Yeah, some of you are kind of single and independent because you've experienced these things and you don't want it again, and you think, well, that's what relationships are. I've got friends that don't take relationships seriously anymore because a relationship failed. The one that they chose, kind of thing, the long-term one that they chose, failed, and so they're like, oh, I'm just going to play around now. And I say, like, well, don't you want? And they encourage me to do that too. And it's like, no, I want so much more than that. But they don't believe that it's available, so they're like, but it's not available, so might as well just play around, Claire. I'm like, no, not me. No, I'm going to manifest more than that. So you might be pulled in two directions with all of this thing today. But keep on going for that relationship that you truly want, is what I would say. And join us in the Psychic Cafe, because this is what I talk about. The guides help us to get into these healthy relationships in Psychic Cafe. I do the mini reads in there too, but in the general stuff that I channel in there, it's about getting into healthy relationships. There's invaluable information in there. Where's the past stuff as well? We've got Dolphin here. Dolphin says, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. You're looking to monetize something here. And Kate, vacation, something that's going to feel like a vacation. It does. I live on a tropical island and get to do this like 3 days a week. It feels like a vacation to me. I get to look after, I get to do the things that I really like, which is my health and fitness. Mm. You might be able to find something here. The door could be opening to you doing what it is that you love so that life every day feels like a vacation. What gets you out of bed in the morning, all that good stuff. I love it. Let me know in the comments. What would it be? Like, what do you truly want to do? What really fires you up? What do you want to get out of bed for in the morning? What would feel like a vacation to you? Think of a yes or no answer question because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer. But this is just a bit of fun because this is a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want me to pull one of these out for a specific question you've got, come along to my Psychic Cafe show. I can do that for you. And I can use those in private readings as well. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. After you've booked in, if you've got specific questions for your reading, click on the Contact Us page. Put your questions in there. How best to deal with these energies today? Queen of Pentacles, be stable. Be stable. Queen of Pentacles is also very nurturing as well. She plants seeds and she grows them, kind of thing. Earthy. Be down to earth, be grounded. Yeah, be grounded in what it is that you got. We've already had that message, right? In the resources that you already have. Ground yourself in that. We have all the resources that we need in every moment to do what it is that we want. And if we just take those first steps, the resources that we don't have yet for the steps that are up in the future that we're imagining will come along by the time we get there. They will come along. Start where you're at. Start where you're at right now. Just do it. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is yes, go for it. Yes, go for it. I agree. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like on this video before you click off down there. Leave me a message while you're down there and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week at my Psychic Cafe show. I'd love to see you in there. And I make 3 Love Pick a Card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now. Watch that next. So have the best day ever. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.